build a garden bed. Okay, so we've just brush cut that whole area up there for the garden beds. For that area, we noticed that a lot of water comes off the hill through the garden beds, and then it's going to come over that edge that we just cleaned up. That's causing a little bit of erosion. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put all of our garden beds on contour. So that will stop any more water coming over that edge, as well as putting all the water into our garden beds itself. So I know that it's not coming from the top, which as we're mounding it, that's where we're going to be having to water as well, but it'll help get those roots to really tap down and get into that deep, deep soil. So to find our contour line, it's really important to figure out where to start placing your bed spacings and your walkways as well. So to do that, to find the angle of your earth, we're actually going to build one of these A-frames. So I've got a plumb bob in the car, and we're just going to put the A-frame together. And how it works is with each corner, you've got a start and a finish, and you can put a little marker on where you finish, then you move your A-frame over. And so where that plumb bob comes to sit in your center of your A-frame is your contour line. So we're using just gravity. Gravity will teach us lots of things, especially where it is exactly going to be. So I'm just going to show you roughly how I put an A-frame together. I haven't actually got one here at this property, and it'll be good to have overall. So we get our pieces, and we're bringing them through, crossing them over, making sure all the lines line up. Put that roughly there. Roughly there. Okay, and so from that point, you can use a square for that process if you need to. So you're going from corner to corner. And you're chopping off these edge pieces. Okay? So that means that when we butt them up and screw them together, it's going to create a nice point. So when we put our cross brace on, everything's nice and straight. So as you go along with your finding your contour lines, everything will line up properly. So we're just going to go and get a circular saw, and we're just going to nip these off. So that there's given us our angle to butt these up together and nice and straight. So corner to corner works really well. Okay, make some room. So we'll shift this up, keep them together, like so. Then we get our cross piece. So our cross piece will be just our general marker. And all you're doing with this one is just screwing it off at where both corners meet, at this square point. Okay? Just there. So I'm just going to put a quick screw through the top here, just to hold them together. I've just got some cheap screws lying around. So that's our A-frame. So we're going to put a small screw at the top here, in which case we'll wrap our plumb bob string too, and that'll give us our marker on here. So to set the mark, I've noticed a few guys either measure just straight across to the center, or what you can do is put it onto flat ground. When you put it onto flat ground, you measure where your plumb bob is and you spin it round and you put a second mark. And if it's two different marks, the center of those two marks is your perfect level. So that's the point where you're looking for to find your contour lines as you're moving your A-frame into position. So we're just going to go put a screw in now, and then we'll go and put our plumb bob on. So that's our centre mark there. So between these two lines, making sure the feet went back into the same spot, coming back across, we've got our two lines, and in the centre of those two lines is our perfect level. So now we're going to go up there, we're going to start our garden bed marking, and we're going to start putting it on all the contour lines in. Jeez Louise, it was way